I would say I like simulation games better. But boy, is it close. It's real close. Some strategy games are very boring. Some simulation games are very stupid. They're kind of on two ends of a spectrum there. But usually if you can find a happy medium, the simulation game's gonna be better overall. I'm a scammer? How am I a scammer? $4K? You've just been a bit busy with work lately. It's no problem, man. How are things in Norway? People have a suggestion. Y'all can whisper me. I thought you said you were done. Kyle! I feel like a game being stupid would be more entertaining than a game just being boring. Well, sometimes it's stupid to the point of being boring, Malady. Sometimes games are just so boring, it's so stupid that they're boring. Haven't had so much snow in like 15 years? Are you enjoying it? Do you like snow or not? Entropy, right? I love it too, man. Wait till I get the gold farm built. You're gonna see thousands of them falling to their doom. It'll be beautiful. What you're gonna notice is the more that we cut away up here, the more we're gonna get spawning over here because the area for them to spawn is gonna get smaller and smaller. It's over 2 meters. Holy cow, Zane. That's a lot, dude. Oh yeah, Burn? Do you do a lot of Texas runs, or is that just convenient that you got stuck there? You want spring to come? 1 month. My birthday is in 30 days, my friend. I bring warm temperatures. You go to 4 states. Okay. It's the little things in life, right? Hey, get away from here. That was 3 for you, Entropy. You're welcome. Hi, Mr. Dabbins. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. Pirate. Yeah, and coming from like a streaming, so you said not streaming obviously, but I mean, I'm gonna bring in the streaming standpoint. If a game is stupid, it'll be fun for the first half of an hour, but then once the stick and the gimmick is great, like Pirate said, once the gimmick is understood and enjoyed, it gets boring after that. You're just like, why am I still playing this? Really hungry? Thinking about getting some steak? Get you some steak, man. How you gonna cook it? Do you cook it per Letterkenny specs, or do you do your own thing? Hi, Pixel Thick. What's up? Oh, so you're not gonna cook it? I gotcha. How was my day? My day's fantastic, dude. It's good to see you in here. I hope you're well. Currently just, we put up a ceiling and we're cutting away some of the floor. That way we could reveal most of our work being done. Raw meat. Yeah? Good luck, dude. Hi, I'm sleepy and it's soup time. You're back, you just had dinner. What'd you have for dinner? And why wasn't I invited? Rude. Depends on the cut. Are you gonna ask for grill marks? Pancakes? Pancakes are good. Grill marks, bud? Okay. You better ask for those. Ask for grill marks and then suggest that they give their balls a tug. And then you can call them the other thing after that too, but you can't type it in chat. Had to remove snow from your cabin the other day, or else it would probably collapse. Oh, that's no fun. Yeah, that's dangerous, Zane. Take care of yourself, buddy. Mr. Dabbins is picking up what I'm putting down over there. Screw you, Shorzy. Oh yeah, Zang, 100%, dude. It's deceivingly dangerous. We were just talking about that earlier. Malady busted his entire nose open playing on some snow the other day. We were discussing how deceivingly powerful it is. Your tablet still has Terahdra saved in its autofill. Same for Warner in his mobile device. He uses the wrong prefix all the time when he goes to type in emotes and stuff. You can still call me Terahdra, Sparkles. I'm still Terahdra. It's just the name's easier for new people to know. Pixel Thick, you don't need snow tires to drive in the snow. You just gotta have common sense. Oh, you do those on purpose. Oh, I thought you were just like... I thought you just haven't caught up yet. No, I didn't. I told you that earlier, but you weren't listening to me. I haven't been in the server yet. I wasn't on my computer all weekend. Most people are not used to driving on snow ice. I know, Pixel. That's why they gotta go to a parking lot and learn. Go to a parking lot and learn. You'll learn how to drive in snow real quick. You can purposely fishtail your vehicle, you know, learn how it feels. You want to know how losing control of your vehicle feels, but you want to do it in a controlled environment. That way you can react properly and know how to correct. Because if you don't know, you're gonna panic, and when you panic, that's when you get in accidents or you flip your vehicle into a ditch or any other thing. Cops don't like it when you do that. Well, it depends on if you're doing it for fun or if you're doing it to learn, MT. I bet if you explain to the cop that you're learning how to do something, they would let you do it. As long as you're not hitting cars or something. You used to race, but problem starts when someone slides into me. Oh yeah, of course. Now it needs villagers. It looks amazing. Cool. Because a lot of the roads they use salt on. Yeah, one of the biggest rules about driving in the snow is if it's the next day, do not drive in old tracks. Because that's ice. You gotta make your own new tracks. Let's go one at a time. Excuse me. Oh, no, I lost. Damn it. Give me that. I can't believe I just did that. Very good advice. It is very good advice. You know so much about driving in snow considering you're a southern boy? It's because we used to go vacation at my grandparents' house in West Virginia every winter. So we would spend at least 2 weeks up there. And we would go stay in Seneca, which is the national forest, and they don't service roads and stuff up there. So you had to learn how to tough it out up there. So my dad had an old manual Chevrolet S10. And he would take us up there in that truck, and he'd put us in the driver's seat, and he'd go, drive. And we had to learn how to drive stick in the snow, and he would e-brake us on a hill. You want to talk about sweating and thinking you're gonna blow up everything. But you know what? You gotta learn, and that's how you learn. There's so many weekend drivers going 20 on snow because they're scared. And pixel thick, and they turn on their emergency flashers. I hate that. I hate that. Don't turn on your hazards. If you've already flipped over, turn your hazards on. Please don't turn them on while you're moving down the road. Yeah, Kyle, I love driving in inclement weather. It's one of my favorite things to do. Because the reason why it's one of my favorite things to do is because I know what to expect. Like, it's not like I'm scared, I don't know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Now, with these newer vehicles, so like I haven't driven, well, I did recently, but I haven't driven a lot with like traction control and everything, all these new fandangled things that all these vehicles have. So it might be a little different / better or something. But I wouldn't know where to start. I did forget about the whole West Virginia mountains thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a southern boy seasoned by the mountains of West Virginia. Driving at night when it's snowing feels like operating a spaceship. So, Pixel Thick. When I was driving up to Ohio a couple weeks ago, I took a picture. Don't do what I did. I took a picture while I was driving. Let me show you guys a picture. I took a few pictures. But let me find my bot here and send some pictures over to him. Let's see. Scroll. Is this some of it right here? We'll go 1, 2, and then is that it? There's some video here too, but let's go 3, 4. Sure. You always take pictures. I know I'm an idiot doing it, but you can't help myself. I mean, it's not like I look through the viewfinder. I hold it out and just kind of take pictures because, you know, you can kind of see. But let me share some pictures with you guys. Okay. You pop over to here. This was me on Highway 30 something? I don't remember. This is how it looked. It was a blizzard condition. And I was driving down the road. I think I was going like 30 in this picture. This was when the nor'easter was going through a few weeks ago. Hold on, let me see what else I got. I got this one. That's the same kind of picture. Hold on. This one's near a town. This one had a better road. Right there. You can see the snow. This one was a little better of a picture. And then this one here was as the sun was coming out. You can see the roads. The roads, they weren't 100%. They weren't 100%. But yeah, it was fun. I had fun driving through it. At one point, though, I didn't take any pictures when it was really, really bad. At one point, I was making fresh tracks in the snow. I was making fresh tracks in the snow at one point, and I was like, oh boy, this is kind of scary. Because I had never driven my specific vehicle out in the snow, so I didn't know how to be prepared for it. Oh my goodness, that pig shoved me off the cliff. We have such good roads. Some of them are good. Oh man, do you see where the ceiling is lit up? Is that on top? It's gotta be those. Okay, let's just hope it's those. That pig shoved me off, chat. What a turd. I'm over here trying to get out of this hole here. You really have to plan your trips if you're going far? Yep, Zang. That's another bad thing that people were bringing up about electric vehicles. What happens in climates where, you know, it's all snow? The storm chaser? I have, so you say that, Sparkles. I have 2 rolls of undeveloped film that I want to get developed. I think one of them was pictures I took before and during Hurricane Wilma in South Florida on the East Coast while the storm was passing over. And some of the pictures I took a picture of a mobile home park, a trailer park, come back by an hour later, and there were some missing off the foundations. And I can't find the pictures. And I don't know if they were ever developed or if they're still on a roll. But I need to send those out and get those developed before people stop doing it as a hobby. You're back with soup? Welcome back. No, they're not, Zang. They're made for, like, flat roads and straight shots. So yeah, it was very I use this term, it was awesome. And if you don't know what awesome means, it means like creating an all, like being not like cool. Oh, it was so cool. It was crazy to see how something like that could happen and wipe out. I don't know if people were in that home or not. Hopefully they weren't. But for those of you who don't know about Wilma, I think Wilma holds the record for the most powerful hurricane ever recorded at one point. It had the lowest pressure recorded. And it reached, I think it reached over 200 miles an hour at one point. It didn't hit going 200, but it formed right around the Yucatan in Mexico and then went through the Gulf and went straight across Florida. It was pretty crazy. But it went from West Coast to East Coast, which is rare. Hurricanes don't normally do that. They go East Coast to West Coast because they're, you know, coming from the Atlantic. A few years ago, I cut through the Adirondacks to get home during a fresh snowfall. I didn't see another car for over 2 hours. There were no other tracks. I made great time. Was able to do more. Right, Slocus? There might be a few flying trampolines, but that's mostly it. Yeah, most places. So we had a really bad hurricane, Pixel Thick, back in '91 down in South Florida. And it completely changed how you build houses down there forever. So most houses are pretty okay when hurricanes hit down there now. But most of the houses were like stick frame and built out of regular stuff, and most of them got completely wiped after that hurricane. I want to say before Katrina that was the deadliest hurricane in U.S. history. Katrina was obviously worse because the city of New Orleans is a bowl that sits below sea level. So when the dikes gave out and the water came in, it filled the entire bowl up with water. That's why that was so detrimental and destructive. But the problem with Florida is a lot of it is either right at or below sea level. And when a hurricane just comes over and it's flat. So the hurricane doesn't lose any power when it passes over the land as much as it should because there's nothing to like really friction against. There's ground, obviously. It does lose some power, but it's very flat. So if a storm hits it at full power, it's going to be at full power for a while. Amelia, that's probably the most inopportune time to use that Vine reference, but sure. Thanks for paying attention to chat. Old Irish houses are made out of stones and bricks and wood. Newer ones are mostly made out of red bricks. I don't think they're made out of bricks. I think they have a brick facade, Pixel Thick. You gotta know what the inside structure is. It's probably steel beams. They use steel studs now instead of wood studs. Which are a little more. It's not that they're better. Well, they're better because they're more consistent. If you buy a bunch of 2x4s, They're gonna be twisted in different lengths and different thicknesses and stuff. If you buy metal studs, they're all the same size. Do I still have my RAV4? I sure do. That's awesome, Melody. Good job, bud. Yeah, I still got it, Zane. It's not all-wheel drive, though. And it still has the, well, it's got newer tires on it, but I need to get probably better tires. I don't know. These feel weird. Maybe I get looked at. It's a good car. It's not bad. It's done well for me so far. I'm happy with it. I want the hybrid one, Zang. Yeah, Toyota makes really good vehicles, Zang. Toyota's got a really good track record. But some indeed steel-based thingamajigs. I mean, so you can't really build walls out of bricks, Pixel Thick. How are you going to insulate the house? I think you're talking about the exterior, bud. You can? And then you put drywall on top of brick? The issue with brick is that they hold moisture. If you put drywall on top of a brick, it's gonna mold. I didn't, Amelia. That's something I learned. No, they don't. You're gonna have to show me a picture sometime. You don't have to put drywall on them. We build a brick over here. The interior walls, Geeson? I think you guys use brick as a facade. I think we're having two different conversations, Pixel Thick. I think you're talking about the exterior of the building. I'm talking about the interior of the building. You mean fully building a house? Well, yeah, but you gotta build the interior first. Hi, Panta. How are you, buddy? Yeah, Pixel Thick. If you can DM me some pictures, I would love to see interior walls made out of brick. That's a new thing for me. Panta, I'm fantastic, buddy. I've been in construction for over 15 years, and I have never ever heard of that before in my entire life. Hi guys. I think I'm gonna cut this away now. I think I can cut it away. Panta, I'm putting in some finishing touches, man, making it all look nice. It's called a cavity wall. You build two walls, one brick apart. Separate by waterproofing material. It's called a cavity wall? Thanks, Panta. We've only got two walls up, though. A cavity wall? Hold on, I'm Googling this. But this is for the exterior of the building. This isn't interior. You're not building your inside walls out of this. You're not building like your bedroom walls out of this. You're building the outside walls out of this. Panta, I'm not doing what John Bam's done for the same reason John Bam's doesn't do what Philza does. Yeah, send it in the DM, Pixel Thick. I don't think that you don't do that for your interior walls. You do it for your exterior walls, guys. Because that's weird. Like, you'd be in your house, wake up from bed, and you reach over and touch brick? That seems like a colossal waste of money. You don't see the bricks. So you put drywall over top of it. But why would you... But that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm just having a hard time seeing it, I guess. Back to the chicken spines, right? Chat? It's chicken spines all over again. Alright, let me see what you're showing me. Oh, hi. That's not a picture. That's the exterior walls. That's the exterior of the building. That's not inside. Plus, that looks... Because those are lintels on the doorways. Those lintels are what you need. Those are load-bearing walls. That makes sense. But you don't do that on the inside. Yeah, that looks like a that looks like a garage or something. That's not someone's house. That looks like a storage shed or something. That's not somebody's house. That's a double door? Yeah, I don't know. Either way. Sure. That's the first time I've ever heard of that. Kyle, I don't know, man. I've never had this discussion before. That's interesting. Hey, whatever. If you guys want to waste money on a million bricks in your house, then I guess that's your fault. Yeah, hey, you guys need to learn construction. Hey, more power to you, Geeson and Pixel Thick. You guys need to, wow. You guys are wasting a ton of money. Holy cow. It's cheap? No, it's not. It's not as cheap as it would be at a metal studs. You guys just need to get some metal studs in your life.